Do you ever buy anything accidentally on your personal card that's a business expense? Okay, so for instance, here is a Target receipt. I bought some personal things, but I also bought some office supplies and I put it all on the same card. Why? Because I have a 2-year-old. So I didn't have time to use the other card. So here's what we're going to do. So instead of one option you have would be to like pay yourself back. So it's only $13.57. But what we're going to do is instead of having to move the money, I'm going to just do it on like in my books and not actually move money. So we're just going to move numbers, which is just easier. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to new over here and you're going to say journal entry. A journal entry is kind of a manual entry to like kind of, I like to think of it as overriding the whole system because it doesn't have to go through your bank account. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill it out accordingly. You're going to put the date of the receipt. So mine was 11/6/2024. Then here you can add, I'm going to call this Target. And then this is the account and you're going to put owner's contribution because what I'm actually doing is I use my personal money to buy a business thing. So I need to pay myself back. So I'm going to credit this account. This is very important to put it in the right box. So my total was $13.57. And then here on description, I'm going to write Target office supplies on personal card. Okay. Then the next line, you're going to write what it was. So this was office supplies. So if, for instance, it was something like meals and entertainment, you could write that or whatever category it goes under. But it'll automatically put the debit here because that's how accounting works. So there has to be a debit and a credit. You don't even need to worry about that. But just know it'll automatically fill it in there and fill it in here. And then down here at the bottom, what you want to do is you want to add the receipt. So I'm going to add an attachment of this Target receipt here. I'm going to open it. It's going to add it. I can show it to you once you see. You can't see that tab, but it is this, in fact, Target receipt. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to save it. Now, let me show you what this does. So now, if you went over to reports and you ran a profit and loss. So this was profit and loss this month. If you scroll down, office supplies, $13.57, and I click here, and that is our journal entry that we made, but it bypassed our bank account. So anytime, that's the easy way for you to not have to move the money, especially if you don't have the cash. I know this is only $13.57, but especially this happens a lot of times when people do things like maybe you use a personal credit card to book a flight or buy a big expense or something like that you need to put on your books, but you don't want to reimburse yourself with actual cash. You can do it. You can make a journal entry like this. Also, word to the wise, journal entries are kind of crazy because you're overriding the whole system. So you want to make sure that you are making sure that you're doing everything correct. You might want to have a bookkeeper or somebody like make sure that you're doing it the first time, but it is really easy once you know how to do it. So also, if you ever want to go back, you can go up here to new and go to journal entry right here. And in here, there's a little clock and you click it and like you can see our last, there's our journal entry. I hope this helps.